serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Thunderstorms created havoc across the entire region this morning. Take a look at this video. One of the hardest hit areas in the valley was Walsh County. Good evening and thanks for joining us. Mike has the evening off. In the city of Grafton, as much as 4 inches of rain caused street flooding all over town, and winds of 75 miles per hour knocked down hundreds of trees. People are busy cleaning up the mess, still a little shaken after the storm.
I was rocking the baby and I just felt the whole house shake. It was scary because there's 4 other kids in the house now too. So.
Okay. Did you know the tree had hit your house?
No, not until I looked out the window and the kids were sleeping on the couch right under the tree. So very scary.
There are also reports of several buildings destroyed on farmsteads around Walsh County. Here in the valley, we've seen a little bit of sunshine and muggy out there today, too. Let's head over to meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli to see what tonight will look like. Justin?
And thank you, Andrea, and good evening, everybody. Let's take a look at what those storms look like as they move through. This was 12 hours ago, and they actually moved through during the morning hours and into the early afternoon. It is loading up right now. But right now, the storms are well off to the south and to the east of the forecast area, near the Marshall area in Minnesota. So a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings down that way, and this is basically it for the system. We're seeing a few passing showers on the North and South Dakota border, but no lightning with these as of yet. Now, current temperatures out there, with the breaks of sun we saw, we were into the mid-80s. That's where we are right now at Fargo, 73 Bemidji, 68 down toward Alexandria, and into the upper 70s and lower 80s as you make your way out toward the Jamestown area. Mainly cloudy skies will be the story as we go through the evening and early overnight period. And the storm chances will be a little lower as we go through Saturday morning, but they will pick up again as we go through Saturday and Sunday, and some of them could be severe. We'll time everything out for you and tell you what to expect this weekend coming up later in the newscast.
All right, thank you, Justin.
Yep.
And you can stay up to date on the weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team Weather app to get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. Eastbound traffic was rerouted today on Main Avenue near 42nd Street in Fargo after a crash blocked much of the roadway. Police say a driver was going through a blinking yellow light on Main Avenue and didn't see the oncoming car. That's when the two crashed. 3 people were taken to the hospital for injuries that are not life-threatening. Police say flashing yellow lights are newer to the area, along with the multi-lane roads.
The flashing yellow arrows have just come into mode. The engineers have started putting them up at more and more intersections. You really got to make sure the lane is clear when you have that flashing yellow arrow. It's a cautionary arrow. You do not have the right-of-way. It's just saying you can go if it's clear.
Traffic has since returned to normal in that area. Fargo police say they were able to track down and arrest the suspect who shot another man in the left shoulder allegedly overnight. This man, 24-year-old Stephen Musa, faces attempted murder charges after police say he was with a group of people at this South Fargo apartment building. An argument broke out, and they say he shot the victim just after 10 Thursday night. Police say Musa then ran to a friend's house for help before they arrested him. We talked with people living in the apartment building and who live nearby. They say it's concerning coming home to find the area surrounded by police.
Yeah, it's a little concerning to, that kind of stuff is happening in our neighborhood, but, this is a great neighborhood. We love our neighbors. If there's a problem spot, it's probably that apartment building.
The gunshot victim was treated and released from an area hospital. A man from Moorhead is in the hospital with serious injuries after an assault and attempted robbery late last night. The man says he was walking here along the intersection of 10th Street and 2nd Avenue North in Moorhead just before midnight last night when 2 men jumped out of a car, flashed a handgun and punched him several times. Police say the man suffered injuries to his head from a street sign. The suspects were gone when officers arrived. The only description police have right now is that the men had tan complexions. 2 suspects are on the loose after an armed robbery of a driver in South Fargo. Officers say 2 people approached a person's car around 11 last night in the 1100 block of 43rd and a half Street South. Police say they gained access to the car, threatened the victim with a weapon, and got away with cash. It's Friday, and time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say Benjamin Johnson is wanted for felony possession of meth and assault on a police officer. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information on this man. We're about 1 month into construction season, and we're learning from businesses that the construction and the traffic is impacting them and their customers, especially if they take appointments. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop spoke with businesses about how they're handling the stress of construction season.
Appointment-based businesses like barbershops and beauty salons are feeling the stress of 13th Avenue construction. It's causing their clients to be late.
What it does is, like, when clients are late, they're stressed. When there's appointments back to back, we don't want to, if you're next, we don't want that next appointment to be running late, and we never want to rush through a service.
Kim Linster says her business has tried to get ahead of the game months ago by reminding clients with informational cards and currently with emails about the construction.
I mean, right when they are on the phone, we're like, okay, there's under road construction, please be 15 minutes early. Please take these routes.
Other businesses like Tons of Fun Childcare say they've had a few parents late to pick up their children because of the construction.
Our regular customers seem to find us. They take alternate routes to get out here, either from the south or from the north.
Orland Rocky has owned his barbershop along 13th for 42 years. He says the one change he has seen with construction is in his walk-in appointments. They are down. Business owners say educating customers is one of the keys to working alongside the Sea of Orange.
And you have to make sure that you're leaving at least 15 to 20 minutes for anything, any appointment, whether it's you're taking your kids to soccer or whatever it is.
In Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Another reason to leave early during all the construction is to remember that speed limits have decreased through work zones. Justin Bieber will perform in front of a packed house Saturday evening at the Fargo Dome, and there will be a special believer who came from New Mexico to see him. Through Make-A-Wish, Nacy is getting a chance to meet the pop singer on Saturday. Nacy and her family have checked out a lot of local hot spots here in town and plan on doing more before the concert on Saturday. The family says Fargo has welcomed them with open arms.
They still treated her like she was locally from the North Dakota area. So we appreciate that, and the family appreciates that. And one of the quotes that the family said when I asked them, so what do you think so far? And they said, hands down, everyone is so nice here.
Make-A-Wish in Fargo says if you know any kids locally who deserve to have their wish come true, please let them know. Their contact info can be found at valleynewslive.com in this story. 3-year-old Mauer Nordby of Grigla, Minnesota is having the time of his life today with his namesake and his family's sports hero, Joe Mauer. As we told you yesterday, Mauer Nordby has been undergoing surgeries at the Gillette Children's Hospital in St. Paul to repair a cleft lip and palate. Today, the hospital put together a special event for Mauer and 19 other kids and their families. Mauer had his picture taken with Joe Mauer, again of the Minnesota Twins, along with many other Twins celebrities. They also had a special luncheon for the kids at Target Field.
Once we went on to Target Field, we took a few pictures with the kids, and then they introduced all the players that came out, and then they all set up games.
Tonight, Mauer and his family will watch the Twins take on the Yankees at Target Field. Something new is going up in the old Quaker Steak and Lube building. We'll tell you what it is later on Valley News Live at 6. Stick around.
And here in Fargo, only a trace of rain. Really missed out on the storms, but we were warm as we got those peaks of some sunshine. 86 your high today, and we'll tell you what to expect this weekend coming up.